Welcome to another Arreva Academy. This week we will be discussing how to create a volunteer task. I'll walk through the process of creating a task and some other items inside the volunteer module. Just a little housekeeping here. If you have any issues hearing or seeing anything, please feel free to put something in the chat box and I'll be able to take care of the issue. Also, if you have any questions following this Academy session, please feel free to contact support at arreva.com or client success, all one word, at arreva.com, and we'll be happy to address your questions. When you are working inside Exceed Further, if you go into the volunteer module, you have different selections, which are volunteer manager, job manager, quick list, and my list. What you are going to be looking at is information within the volunteer manager. Now, tasks are individual items that are qualifications to be associated with an actual job. So a job doesn't necessarily have to have tasks assigned to it, but in most cases, depending on the type of job, you're going to assign it different tasks. For instance, if I go into job manager and I see, let me give us a little more real estate here, I can see the different jobs that are assigned here. And as you can see in the center here, you can actually see the tasks that are included. Excuse me, those are tags. Let me go over. You can actually start to see, I'm going to do one of my favorites, which is, let me get a beverage, my beverage assistant. Based on the type of tags that are tasks that are associated with this, I'm going to click edit so you can see that I've got the kind of job here. You have the job, and then I can link the task to the job based on the list that are tags that are here. This one has bar back, garbage pickup, and refill with glasses that are assigned as tasks, and it's the codes that are here that you can see within the job. So how do you create a new task? I'm in the task list, and these are all different tasks that are associated. As you can see, you can have almost any type of information as a description. You have a code, you have whether or not it's active, the description, and then the system will capture when something was created or how it was created. We've got actually 43 different tasks that are here, but I'm going to create a group of tasks based on the type of new job I'm going to create. So I'm going to do salsa for salsa dancer. If I want to, I can actually associate a tag with this particular task, but that says it's like a volunteer skill if I needed to, but I'm not going to. If I had any particular comments I wanted to put here, I could, but I'm going to just say save. And then I'm going to add another one, which we're going to say disco. Again, I'm not going to do any particular type of comments or add a tag. And I'm going to put in waltz. I think you know where I'm headed here. So now I've got 3 different types of tasks here and I can search for them either by looking them up. Let's say if I typed in disco here, I see that I've got a disco dancer. That was one that was created, and I did, and I can even open it up to add any particular tags. And a tag might actually be a volunteer skill set. As you can see, we've got different type of tag names, and if I had a tag for skill set, then I could actually attach this tag just for dancers. Now that I've got this here, I want to create a new job, and my new volunteer job is actually going to be DANINSTR. And this person is going to be a dance instructor. I can even put in an hourly rate here to keep track of how often this volunteer instructs for my organization to teach dancing, as a way of having an in-kind gift with volunteer hours. So I'm going to say this person is actually worth about $50 an hour if I were paying them retail to take dance lessons from them. So I do a save and next. It has skipped the job from edit because I don't need to, and now I get to actually assign my tasks. So I know that based on the things that the people were asking for, I want this to be a person who can teach the waltz. And there's my waltz dancer, so I will assign this to the person. And if I wanted to then add another one, I could also do that. But I only want this teacher to teach the waltz because I'm going to have a group of people coming in to practice to prepare for a wedding. So I can say save and next. And from here, I can create the schedule, but I'm not going to do that yet. I've also got another dance instructor here with no position, but I'm looking for the one that's a waltz instructor. And from here, I can create a schedule, assign a volunteer that has the skill set if it's within their profile. And that is basically how you can create different tasks. A task can, as I said before, be just about anything that you need for it to be. And you can have jobs with without a task added to it, but a task can only be present if it is assigned to a job. So generally when I'm giving the instruction and people want to decide how to determine what your volunteers will be doing, I say list the list of tasks, because based on the types of volunteering that you really need for them to be doing is how you would determine what their role will be at your facility. And also you could have two people with the same volunteer title or job, but those jobs might, based on their skill level, have different tasks associated. So let's say you have office worker 1, office worker 2, and office worker 3. Let's say office worker 1 is a person who's going to be at your reception desk greeting people as they come in, like in the before time, or an office worker 2 might be able to greet people but also do data entry for you. And office worker 3 might have the skill sets of greeting people, doing data entry, and also performing other tasks around your office based on what they are. So they're all called office worker, but you've now labeled them differently to put different tasks associated with them. So that is the review for tasks today. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact the support team at support@arreva.com or client success at clientsuccess@arreva.com, and we'll be happy to address your questions or spend more time on this particular module or anything that's in it. This recording will be available again in about 3 to 5 days, and thank you very much for your time today. We try to keep the Arreva Academies kind of short, and this one was a pretty straightforward task, if you will forgive my joke, and I will see you soon. Thanks again. Bye.